Hello, welcome to Raw Honey Podcast. I'm your host Naomi.
And I'm your girl, Brandy. Welcome back.
Yes, thanks for tuning in, you guys, and let's get into it. Let's get into the honeycomb and do our icebreaker question.
Okay. You want me
You
to
go
go
first,
first?
honey, because I always go first.
All right.
Should
I'm
I take
ready.
Jose?
I'm ready for it. All right. Question of the hour is wear a t shirt for 1 year with one word. What is the word? Spouse.
Okay.
Spouse. That is one of my 2026
Mhm.
goals is to just be intentional about everything I do. So
Mhm.
one of those things is like making sure I make boss moves.
Okay. I mean, you're already a boss.
Girl,
Trying to
I'm trying to boss up.
trying to run the country.
Trying to boss up. I could probably do that too. Seeing how Trump is doing. But yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I would say peace.
Peace.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a hippie. Let's spread the word peace. Let's remember peace.
I love it.
I
I
feel
love
like
it with your
peace,
little hippie hat.
yeah, I feel like peace comes with grace. Like, if somebody's walking and they're having like a bad day and they see my big booby under the shirt, because peace is probably gonna be stretched out
You're
on that
so
shit.
silly.
They'll be like, oh, yes, there's nothing like peace.
Woosah.
Yeah,
Woosah.
woosah your ass, okay?
Yeah,
So
okay, I
that,
like
so
that.
yeah, listeners, you guys that follow us, what would the one word be on your t-shirt? We'd love to hear from you guys. So comment below and follow us on our Facebook page, and so we can,
Share.
yeah, I want to get to know our listeners
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hear their thoughts and stuff like that. Anyway, we had our business plan meeting last week,
Yes,
and we
we
went
did.
to
We did.
an Italian restaurant, and you ordered calamari, and the calamari came with a whole bunch of fried sliced jalapenos. Okay, guys, I've never seen that before, and I ordered calamari from all different. I love calamari. Never seen fried
And I have had
jalapenos.
it like that multiple times from several different
That's
locations.
crazy.
Yeah.
And you said that they do it at Papados. I've never seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah, they do. They will mix it up with the calamari, the jalapenos, and sometimes they'll throw in there a little bit of like what do you call it?
Must be a Mardi Gras special because I ain't
Artichoke.
never.
Have you ever had the artichoke thrown in there with it too?
No.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
So I did a poll, and a lot of people did have seen that, like with
Yeah.
fried jalapenos. But yeah, I told that waiter, I said there was more fried jalapenos on this plate
And
than
you
there
weren't
was
lying.
calamari.
You weren't
Don't
lying.
don't give me what the fuck we are
And you
paying
know what? I
for.
appreciate that because a lot of times people will just accept it
Not
and just
say
yeah.
anything.
But he came and he brought us a whole new plate with
Fresh, big old
without one
calamaris.
piece. He did not have
Not
one
one
jalapeno in there.
did it. So we
So
was happy with that. And
yeah,
get right the first time.
yeah.
'Cause do you want me to
Mm.
fuck up your tip the first time?
No,
No.
he did good. That's why he came back with that big old plate
Yes,
of the
he
rest of
did.
it. So I appreciate
Exactly. He
that.
fixed it. Yes, he did. That's
Yeah.
right.
But I'm excited about 2026.
Uh-huh.
I kind of wanted to start our hot topics off with Happy MLK Day. We
Yeah.
celebrated that as a national holiday on
Mhm.
Monday, so I am super excited
What's your
about that.
favorite quote?
Of his,
Mhm.
I have a dream.
That's that
Yeah, his
just
whole "I have a
oh,
dream"
his
speech.
I
Yeah,
have a dream
yeah,
speech.
yeah. That's
Oh,
my
okay. So I'm a big quote person, and and he's one of the best with quotes.
okay.
And so I quote, when MLK comes, I do a lot of quotes. So like one of my favorites is, darkness cannot draw out darkness.
Mm,
Only light can do that.
yeah,
Therefore, hate cannot draw out hate. Only love can do that. He's
nice.
the peace guy. So that was one of my favorites. My other favorite is uh I choose love because hate is too much of a burden to
Mm,
bear. And it's true. It's so true though. That's why I'm quick to forgive because I'm such a happy-go-lucky person. I can't just stay mad, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
I mean, I my
It does take too much energy. The energy you waste in being angry and carrying around
yeah.
that bitterness around, it's just too much. It's so much easier and lighter to just kind of give
Yeah.
grace and be happy and peace and love. Yeah, I'm right there with you, girl.
Yeah.
But it was something that was brought to my attention a couple of months ago before MLK Day. was that a lot of times when you're looking at the photos and things to remember the movement, they're in black and white.
Okay.
And it's like, why? Because this happened in the 1960s. Everything was color. Why are we showing photos in black and white? And so, as we're having that conversation,
That's
it
a good
became
question.
subliminal. It's
Mhm.
like they want the mind to think it was so long ago, but
Mm.
really, in
Yeah.
actuality, it was 60 years ago, if 60 years ago.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that was one of the things. So when I shared my photos,
Yeah.
this holiday, I made sure they were in color
Yeah.
because I want
Okay.
people to remember
That it wasn't that long ago.
it
It wasn't
wasn't.
1920s. It was
No.
yeah.
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 So that was something interesting I thought
Well,
about.
speaking of MLK, did you hear that LeBron launched a new shoe with Nike that was MLK inspired?
Oh no, I didn't
Oh,
see
yeah,
that.
but he's getting so much flack about it, girl,
I wonder why.
because he launched it for in honor of MLK, but it's a nice looking shoe. Don't get
Okay,
me
I'll
wrong,
have to go look that up.
but the colors represent the Lorraine hotel where he was assassinated.
Mm,
So it's kind of like, why did you take a very traumatic part of history to honor MLK?
that's interesting.
Like nobody on that table, the committee in Nike was like, this might not fly right with everybody because that was such a gruesome time in history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The colors of the hotel is kind of like a turquoise bluish green with like the yellow sign. And so
Okay.
that's what the colors of the shoe is.
Now I'm curious. Do you think they actually made that shoe?
Yes, they
Oh,
did.
okay. That was
Yes, they
intentional.
did. That was intentional.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's interesting. So I would
And
love to
so
be a fly in that room to understand why
I
they
think they
chose
were
that.
like, I don't know. And I'll never forget because it was on my birthday, April 4th,
8.
1968.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was when he was
Yeah.
assassinated.
Yeah.
And he was at that hotel because he was fighting for the rights of like poor campaign people, like the rights of maintenance workers and
Mhm.
janitors, and because I mean they were being treated
Yeah.
horribly.
Yeah.
I mean, just like MLK just stood for everybody.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm not a big LeBron fan. I feel like he just tries to hype himself up when just
Not
let your
hype itself up.
yes, like let your game speak for itself. Let your fucking numbers and the way you play the fucking game speak for itself. Like when I think of LeBron, I think of a flopper, and he motherfucking flopped
He
this
does
one.
flop. Now
He
we're gonna
flopped
call a flopper
this.
a flopper.
He
Okay.
flopped this Nike launch.
You
Go
ooh,
back and redo that.
whatever it
LeBron or
is.
Michael Jordan?
Oh, I'm a Jordan fan all day,
You
every
see
day.
what I'm saying?
I'm a Jordan fan all day, every day.
Look at
Like it's a
us,
totally different game.
girl.
Like Jordan didn't have the tools and the things that they have today to be able
They
to.
was beating him up on the court. If you go back and
Yeah,
watch some
different game.
Jordan, it was like very, very physical.
Yeah, it
Now,
was. I
if you
love it.
touch a basketball player, LeBron's like,
I
it's like,
don't know
bitch,
if he
sit
has.
your
I don't
big
know if
ass
he
down
has.
somewhere.
What's his name? Beat Harden, James Harden.
Yes, he does. LeBron has him beat.
I don't know.
Oh
He's a
yes, because
flopper for
have you not
sure.
seen that one video where he like looks to see if the record? Go Google that shit.
That look though, that's so hilarious.
Did the
But no,
referee
no,
see
no.
that?
Well, while we're talking about celebrities, I wanted to kind of shout out and give a few celebrities their flowers because I feel like this month should be celebrated in regards to Black entrepreneurs, history, and things like that.
Okay.
Okay, so a couple of them. The first one, because football season is coming to an end, and I am a huge football
Yes,
fan.
you are.
Mike Tomlin, yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay,
My
yeah.
bad,
Mhm,
Pittsburgh
mhm.
Steelers.
Oh,
He
he quit.
yeah,
Yeah,
he stepped down from
yeah.
being the head
I
coach.
don't blame him.
Well, let's talk about this man.
Okay.
Okay, so he spent 19
Mhm,
years
mhm.
as their head coach.
That's a
And out of
long time.
19 years, 13 years he was in the playoffs. That is
Wow.
phenomenal. If you
So
know
he's not
LeBron
trying to
James,
go to the Super Bowl. He's like, fuck this shit. This team
well,
is not gonna ever make it.
he's won. No, he's won a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually
See?
won a Super Bowl
He
with
did what
them.
he came to
So
do.
yeah, yeah, and he has paved the way for so many other black
And
head coaches.
I love that he's making room for some
Yes.
new black
Hey, how
coaches.
about that?
Okay?
How about that? So I want to give him his
Yeah.
flowers because he did such a phenomenal job,
Yes.
not
Well
just for the
deserved.
Steelers, but for the black head coaches
Mhm.
those are to come.
Yeah.
And kudos to you.
Here you go.
The next one is ASAP Rocky. Okay. Ooh, let's talk about ASAP. So ASAP actually paid every tenant in his grandmother's apartment building rent.
Okay.
He talked about how he wanted to give back, and he
Mhm.
didn't want it to be recorded or publicized or anything like that. He wanted to just do it to give back because he reminisced about the time when he was homeless as a kid
Mhm.
and living in shelters and how it was embarrassing to have people come, and when people come to give things they
Yeah.
always want to have a camera or take pictures and
Yeah.
to show that they did something. And so he's like, no, I just wanted to give back. I wanted to show my appreciation and be able to just show who he was as a person. So I thought that was phenomenal. It was
Yeah.
awesome. And my last one is Jill Scott for all the years and the soul searching songs that you've produced that have carried not just me but other women through
Girl, she
different
sang a lot of
circumstances.
freaky ass songs. Girl,
No,
what?
I mean
Okay.
she got a little freak in her, which but
Girl, girl,
on
she's
top of
fucking
that,
freaky.
she talks about, just like I'm a strong woman. I
Okay.
don't play. I
Yeah.
I go and I cook my grits in the kitchen. I get up.
Mhm.
I have a beautiful day. She's blessed.
That's
She's
the
raising
first
her
album,
kids.
girl, but her
Like,
last couple of albums was very sexual. But yeah.
mm,
Okay.
okay. Well, I guess that's an Aries thing.
Yes.
Okay,
Aries are high sex energy.
let her go.
Yeah.
Let her go.
So we'll see. We'll see what this one sounds like.
But yeah, I wanted to give them their flowers for the
Okay,
month of
those
January.
are good ones. Very, very good ones.
Okay,
Yeah.
what you got for me? Spill that
Girl.
tea, girl. Spill that
Spell that tea. What
tea.
tea? I mean, shit, that LeBron was some good tea.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody, I cannot get on social media without seeing the Scots. When I say the Scots, so we just talked about Jill Scott, I guess they just gonna be trending. Um, Desmond and Christy, who were like a married couple influencers on TikTok, YouTube, they're on everything, right? Well, she filed for divorce
Yeah,
because of infidelity.
yeah.
And then he came out with a statement saying, like, look, I tried to leave her.
Hmm.
She wasn't trying to hear that. And I did something in between all of that. I did something I'm not proud of. So she posted talking about same address. Because they moved into I think they live
So,
like in
let
Sugarland
me
or something.
pause for a second because the fact that he got on publicized the fact
Mhm.
that he tried to leave her.
Yeah.
How embarrassing is that? Like, I tried to leave her. She didn't want to leave, so I had to cheat. Come on, dude.
I
That's
mean,
your
he's
explanation?
speaking his truth. I mean, you have to think how often this happens in marriages, right? Where one person wants to give it up and the other person doesn't. And so it makes it hard for you guys to split up. But like, you don't want to cheat on your spouse, but you're trying to let them know, look, it's over. I want to move on. And they don't move on.
I do think it's difficult, but I think it's harder dragging someone through an emotional situation that is over. Just leave. Grab your stuff and walk out the door. It's
Hmm.
that. I mean,
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Emotionally,
Yeah.
it's really hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if he knew that he really was trying to leave her, he would have gotten himself and left.
Well, we don't know what happened. We don't know if they were still living together or what, but
I'm just going off that statement, though. That statement, I
yeah.
tried to leave her. Okay.
I mean, they're still young, they've been together since they were 14 years old. They're only like 26.
Yeah.
They're still
Oh, they're
young.
hella young.
Yeah,
26.
I think
Like,
yeah, and I mean, I don't know what their future is gonna look like, but he's got a new place now. She's staying at their big ass fucking mansion. And then TMZ comes out with this video of him making out with some girl. Did you see that?
I have not.
I mean, it was I mean, they were just like swallowing each other, girl. So
Oh, so
TMZ done dug up and found out who the girl was.
so
And
he done moved on.
yeah,
Like
I mean,
he lip
she
locking.
made it official when she filed the divorce papers. It
Yeah,
became public.
but you have 60 days. There's reconcile time to try to work it
But
out
what
if
happened?
possible.
That's true. But when you get to that point where you file, she said there's no we're
She
not
was,
going
but
to
but let's talk about this. Do people make
reconcile.
emotional decisions out of like hurt and pain?
What I'm
Like
trying to tell you is when people get to that point, it's been going on for a long time. When you get to the point of you filed, it most likely you're going to go through with the divorce. There's no
You need to
reconciling
look that up.
in
We
3
need to see
months.
like
What the
what the
statistics?
percentage
Oh,
of
girl.
divorce file are actually executed.
It already
Because I
you
feel
read it
like,
everywhere that divorce is so
oh yeah,
high.
divorce
Like,
is high, but
yeah,
I'm sure
so
there's probably more files in there that it can actually reconcile
it's
than
very
would.
low. We already know it's going to be low because divorce is high. So, it's going to be low. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's funny you said that because I never heard of them until
Mhm.
this whole thing got on.
You've never seen this girl put on high heels and just stomping all over the place and doing
Nope,
cartwheels and
nope,
shit.
not
Doing
until
it for
recently.
years. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, and
Yeah.
millions of dollars
So they
later.
brought up, so TMZ digged up this girl that he was kissing,
Yeah,
and the internet it has been creating fake pages of this girl saying that she has a boyfriend, that she's a transgender, that like I mean, so she came out with her own statement, and she was like, first of all, I'm not the girl that he cheated on his wife with. This was I met him and hooked up with him like after she filed for the divorce. We had a couple of drinks. We were with mutual friends. We met and we started feeling each other. Boom, bam. I'm a girl. I've always been a girl. She posts up old pictures of her. Girl, that reminds me of the time when I was. No, that reminds me of a time when I was being bullied by some Samoan girls in school because they thought I was Samoan and I was stuck up that I wouldn't hang out with Samoans. I fucking brought a picture of my mom and my dad. Be like, look, I'm not Samoan. So
Malaysian.
yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then so she yeah, she just basically and she was like and people were calling him gay. They were saying he was gay because they thought he like cheated on his wife with a transgender. Girl, people be doing the most. Y'all out
Absolutely too
there.
much.
Y'all
Like
out there on the internet be doing the
we gotta find something for
most.
y'all to do
I'm
because that is crazy.
saying.
Yeah,
Oh my God, like he gives me masculinity. What the hell?
I don't know him, so shit. Can't even tell you. But on the flip side of that, so Derrick Jaxn, right?
Yes.
The guy that
With the bonnet wife.
yes,
Yes.
not the blonde wife. Okay, so here's the thing. He increased his following, his women followers,
Uh-huh.
like 3 times
Mhm.
the amount once they found out he cheated.
Women
After
started following him more.
more, after it was exposed that he cheated on his
Why
wife.
do you think that is?
I was gonna ask you that,
No,
girl.
you tell me
Like,
why you think that is.
I'm like, every woman wants a man, so I'm like, are they like, pick
Trying.
me, choose me,
No,
or
maybe they want the inside on why do men cheat because he's very I don't know, maybe they feel like he's going to share with people why men cheat, why they do what they do. I don't
he
know, girl.
was sharing that
I
beforehand.
know, but like he's not somebody I would fucking follow because after all of that, no.
Yeah, I
Like,
stopped
why are
listening
we
to
not
his crap.
following people who are married and in long marriages? Why is that not what we all want?
I'm interested to find out why women started following him more. One was on TMZ, and it was on the Shade Room.
Did he do
So,
something recently for this to be a topic? Because, like, why are we talking about him? What did he
well, I
do
mean, he's
recently?
still relevant. Believe it or
I
not,
did not know that.
yeah, he's still relevant. He
Okay.
still creates his media
Because him and that girl is not together anymore, right?
no,
And
no,
so he's
they're in
single.
the past.
Did she ever speak
Definitely.
about why she showed up in the bonnet? Did she say why? Because, like, why would you do that?
She was comfortable with who she was. She was comfortable in the situation. Out the abundance outside, girl. They be wearing them everywhere. So
And
I
nobody likes it. Nobody likes
no,
it.
no.
People
Well,
talk so bad about it all the time on social media. It's no, but okay. I can't keep one on my head. I don't know why. I don't know if my head is shaped funny or what. Because, it's recommended that I wear it when I go to bed,
yeah.
but it won't stay on my fucking head.
Well, here's the thing. So some people say it's just like a baseball cap.
No,
Like, what's
the
the
fuck,
difference?
it's
What's the
not.
difference between putting a baseball cap on to hide your bad hair day and wearing a bonnet
You
to
know
go
what
to
it fucking
school?
looks like? It looks like the ice pouch. The little ice pouch when you have a boo boo and shit
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
That don't look good. That don't look like a baseball cap to me. Who said that?
Yeah, well, that's
People who want to wear that shit in
I was
public.
reading comments on there was something happened. Someone was on an airplane and
Yeah.
the girl made a comment about a bonnet or something And people were saying, what's the difference between wearing a baseball cap and a bonnet?
because of what it's made for and when it's intended to be used. It's not blocking the sun. Baseball caps are meant to block the sun. That's why baseball caps exist. It's supposed to block the sun from your eyes. How is a bonnet doing that?
Well, I mean, if you're having a bad hair, or it
I
is for
thought it was.
protection.
I
It
was
is
gonna
for the
say. I thought it
protection.
was. That's why it
It's
was
to
recommended for me to wear it, especially with me having natural curly hair.
yeah,
Because that's the reason why I don't wear curly hair all the time. Because when I go to bed, it gets kinky and
yeah,
tangled
yeah,
up.
yeah,
But if I were to wear a bonnet, it just keeps it all and keeps the
yeah,
curls,
yeah.
in shape. And it so yeah. But like I said, I'm asleep wild or something because it comes off all the time. All right.
Right.
So speaking of like the one word on my chest, or I
Yeah,
mean my shirt,
yeah,
peace, right? So I don't know if you guys remember, I have talked about the monks who
yeah.
started walking, guys, in from Fort Worth in October of 2025, and they're still walking. And here we are, January 2026. They have walked from Fort Worth, Texas, and they have just arrived in Raleigh, North Carolina. And so, in through their journey, right, they have stopped in Atlanta, which got really crazy.
Yeah, I
It
heard it
it
was kind of like
it got
a
dangerous.
celebrity. They
Oh
treated them
my
like as if they were
god.
celebrities,
Yeah.
making a big scene, screaming and hollering,
Yeah,
and
it got crazy
got
for
out
them.
of control.
It's gained so the crazy thing is that it's gained a lot of attention, but are we really understanding what the walk is? Because they
Yeah,
are being treated like celebrities. One of them actually, they're walking on the highway, guys, okay? And so one of them actually got struck by a car and his leg was amputated.
that is horrible,
It is.
horrible.
It is. And
So now they have police escort
yes,
at
they
this
do.
point because it's getting out of control.
Yes,
So
they do.
yeah,
But just kudos to them. If you want to follow them, they're on Instagram. I think it's like Walk for Peace USA or something like that. Um, but they're walking all the way to Washington D.C. and I'm excited to follow their
and
journey
they're
and
almost
see.
there. They're almost
Yeah, and
there.
and it's getting cold and they're going north, right? So it's
Yeah.
getting cold and a lot of them don't have shoes on.
I was kind of curious of
Yeah.
that. Like, why did they choose October?
Hmm.
And to know that of course, as they're traveling more east, the weather is going to get more
Right.
severe, and
The
it's going to get
northeast,
cold.
yeah.
But
It's just to show resilience, what they're willing to do to bring attention, to just be more mindful. As
mm,
they're stopping in different cities and states, they do speeches and stuff, and we just
yeah,
need them to be more people to be more mindful about just peace.
yeah,
Slow down. So go follow them. It's very hugely just inspired by them.
yeah, and hear their story.
Yeah, you got some juicy tea
Uh,
after that.
Williams.
Yeah, she's advertising the GLP
Yeah,
one.
she is
Yeah.
she's like the spokesperson. And
Why her though? Why her? Have we ever seen her overweight? She's an
well,
athlete.
overweight is subjective, you know.
Is
So
she
to
taking is she advertising it for weight loss or diabetes?
weight loss, because
Okay.
have you noticed her huge weight loss? Like she's had
No, because I've never noticed her to be big.
she's been very
I've never
she's
seen
always
her.
been like a muscular, very kind of thicker person. Because they
Yes. It's
talked
all
about it all the time
muscles.
when she was an athlete tennis. They had this big uproar on what she was wearing and
But
things
I've
like
never
that.
seen her like
Um,
obese or overweight.
Girl, now she's like itty bitty. She has a small body frame. Like it's a
She
total
doesn't look
different.
like it to me in the commercials.
Oh,
She
girl, you
still
got to go
looks
check her out.
muscular
Go check her out. Go
in
look
the
at some of her photos on her
commercials.
social media.
Well, I'm confused. Okay, you're advertising GLP-1 in a commercial, but you don't look tiny framed in the commercial.
To me, she does. I don't know.
Oh,
I thought something before I even knew she was on GLP. I was like, "What's going on
that's
with
just a
Serena?"
weird. I think that's a
But
weird person.
okay, so flip person, Charles Barkley. He's now advertising
He's
it.
lost a lot of weight. Now
Well, he's
I
on
can
it.
tell his difference. I
He's
can
on it,
totally
and
tell.
he's a spokesperson now. I'm
Yeah,
starting to see commercials
because he
with
was a
him on
big
it.
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And as he was getting older, he was putting on more weight.
That's so funny that you. Why did you bring this one up?
Because I brought it up because now there is claims that it's causing pregnancy.
How? What do you mean?
There was a big a woman came out and she was like, while she was on Ozempic,
Uh huh.
she ended up getting pregnant, hadn't gotten pregnant.
Wait, like
Like,
she was having sex, right? Like,
well, of
oh,
course,
okay.
but
Was she on birth
I
control?
don't know. It didn't say, but she said that
Where'd you get this info?
she claimed that it was a girl. I'll share the article with you. But anyways, she claimed that, and she's not the only one. Other women have been coming out saying that Ozempic has caused pregnancy, and they're calling them Ozempic babies.
What? I
Yeah,
never heard this. I thought
yeah.
you were gonna say that there's a billion-dollar lawsuit because my son told
There
me
are
there.
some lawsuits
Yeah,
about it,
there's.
but no, there's a claim that it's increasing
I guess I'm
pregnancy
I'm
chances.
confused. Like, are these people actively having sex while on birth control, but because they're taking Ozempic, it's counteracting with the birth
They're
control and
saying
making them
that
pregnant?
it is
Because if you're fucking
increasing.
having sex
True,
unprotected, you're gonna get fucking
true,
pregnant. So
but
why are you
it's
blaming it on Ozempic?
I don't know, but
That's what I'm trying to understand.
they're saying it increases the possibility of pregnancy.
Girl.
The
Okay.
I think
Hmm.
I gotta go back and look at
Need
it,
to
but
know
it was
more.
saying like
Yeah.
the eggs, the ovulation, it's increasing the possibility of getting pregnant, and multiple women have claimed this, not just this
Maybe
one
because they're
lady.
healthier, because they've lost weight and their
I
insulin
mean,
is
whatever
down.
it is, they're
Maybe,
calling them
you know.
Ozempic babies,
And so you're gonna and
and
they're suing for that? Like it's a
yeah,
bad thing?
I don't know
Oh
if it's
my
a bad thing, but
god.
I think maybe it's one of those things like, is that in the side effects? Is
Okay.
that something which a lot of people say if you're pregnant, don't take.
Okay.
Didn't say if you're trying to
Uh-huh.
prevent pregnancy, don't take.
Now I
So,
thought you were gonna say because I saw an article where the airlines are saying, "Oh, thank God for Ozempic because now with so many people losing weight, we don't have to spend as much money on fuel costs."
that's
Girl,
funny.
that's some crazy shit.
Now they really have
You know
put that out
what?
there.
I wonder if Saturday Night Live has done a skit on Ozempic and all that shit because that would be fucking hilarious. Because this is
Yeah.
getting out of control.
Yeah.
Oh my
And I
gosh,
know a lot of people who are on it, and
I need it. I can't get approved for that shit. I mean, I'm overweight. Like, what the fuck?
expensive too. It's
Yes,
not
it is.
cheap.
Yes,
Like,
it is. So under that article that I read, right, a woman who's from here and I like, looked up to because she's a boss.
yeah.
I was really disappointed in her comment. She was like, you know what? It's a shame that people are too lazy to go work out and eat right and get healthy and do what it takes, that they rather take a diabetes medication when they don't even have diabetes.
Mm.
I'm like, have you not looked around you? There are more overweight people than there are skinny people. It's a fucking problem. It's an epidemic. It's why do you think so many people are
Mm.
choosing to to get on that medication? Because it's people are it's the food that the stuff that they're doing to our food. I mean, the kids, even the children are obese from what they're eating.
Well,
Lifestyles have changed. People are so fucking busy. It's not easy. So you know what they said, and it's like it fucks with your brain. The food that you eat fucks with your brain. Have you ever heard that when people have business meetings, right? They always do it over lunch or over
mm,
dinner
mhm, mhm,
because it's easier to break a deal, to fix a deal
mhm,
when someone's not hangry
mhm,
and they get become more relaxed and
mhm.
happy because they're
Yeah, yeah,
eating and
yeah.
they're enjoying their
That's
food.
why they do happy
So,
hour drinks and
you
stuff
see
like
what
that.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So people they're emotional eaters, they're stressful eaters, they're it's a problem. So for you to just like I looked it up, 75% of the population in the United States is overweight.
That is horrible.
75.
That's
So if
horrible.
it was that easy to eat healthy and work out, we would fucking do it.
I don't know if
I'm just saying.
so easy is kind of I don't know if I would use the word easy because I work out every day, and if I miss a day, I feel bad
Of course.
because it's
Yeah.
became a habit, it's a
Right.
routine, it's a mindset,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of
Have you always been like
always been
that?
athletic,
Okay. So you've
always been
always so
athletic.
it's easy it's gonna come easier for you
True,
versus
true.
somebody who's not athletic. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Who yeah.
It's true, but I agree with you on certain areas, like the food we eat. The
Mhm.
food we eat and the ingredients and the things in their food is horrible.
Mhm.
And a lot of that food that we eat today does weigh on us and make us sluggish and lazy and
Mhm.
stuff
The
like that. So you have to
portions,
think about that.
yeah.
But then also, I think it's also the lifestyle that we live. Like you
That
said,
too.
the on the
Yes.
go, moving fast,
Right.
all the stuff.
So
So
you definitely have to
be
change
mindful.
so much and make it a priority.
Yeah.
But some people can't make themselves a priority. And you've
I
got so much going on and you're trying to keep everything together. Some people just don't have time for themselves.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with getting help. So here's the thing:
Yeah.
you use Ozempic, you start losing weight, you get
Yeah.
help to get into the routine, but please still work out.
Yeah.
Please still
And that's what the
incorporate
doctors
working out
recommend.
into
Yeah.
your and the way you eat. You have to change your diet. You have to change what you eat. You can't still take Ozempic and eat McDonald's fries
Yeah.
while you're driving home from work. No, you have to change some of these things to allow your lifestyle and your mindset to change so that
Yeah.
you can wing yourself off. Because here's the thing: you take Ozempic, you lose all this weight, you get off of it, you gain it
You
back, you
gain
go
it
through this
and you gain like
cycle.
double is what people are saying.
Yeah, and so why do that?
Yeah. So they're saying like those types of shots are lifetime type of medications.
Meaning,
Like you take it forever.
oh
They're
yeah, if
designed
you
for you to
yeah.
take forever.
Otherwise,
So
when you get off, you'll gain it right back if you
yeah.
haven't changed your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, speaking of, I guess how are we walking into 2026? What are we leaving behind? And what are we changing?
Oh, so this year I decided I was not going to do New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
I was not going to do
People
that.
say that all the time.
Yeah, yeah, people do say that, and this year I was like,
Yeah.
I am not doing a New Year's
And
resolution.
why?
I'm not talking about what I'm going to do in that because a lot of times, like you
Hmm.
said, people will say those things
Hmm.
and they don't execute.
Okay.
Nothing comes out of it. You're still doing the same things you were doing 3 years ago. So
Hmm.
like, why even say you're going to change something if your intentions aren't there? So my 2026 is just be more intentional.
Hmm.
With
You love
every
that word, girl.
I do. I do. That's my word for
What does being
2026.
intentional mean to you?
Like, I need to put thought into everything I do because I don't know if you've ever been in the state of mind where you're just living life. You're just living life, just day to day routines, you're just living. But what is your intent? What's your purpose? Why are you doing it? Who are you doing it for? Those
I
type of
feel
things.
like the way you described a Capricorn person, I feel like they have to be intentional people to be successful and to do what they do. For you to be like have this great work ethic, you have to be intentional. So
Nah,
you don't think you're intentional? You've been
no.
intentional? Oh
No,
wow.
well,
Okay.
so what I will say is, um, for a long time, I never
Hmm.
knew what my purpose was. Like
Oh,
I
you know it
did
now?
no,
Oh, okay. I was like, good kudos to you, girl.
no. But what I'm saying
Are
is,
we ever gonna know?
I am going to figure it out 2026. That's why I'm going to be
Awesome.
intentional.
Can't wait to hear what it
Yeah,
is.
because for
Great.
so long I was like, what is my purpose? Why
Yeah.
am I, here? What am I doing this for? It's
Mm.
always been my kids,
Mhm.
but as they gotten older, it's
Mhm.
like, okay, they're trying to create and find their way. I need to
Okay.
create and find mine. And so in
Yeah.
that journey that I'm going through, that I'm
Mhm.
going to figure out in 2026,
Mhm.
that's a part of my intention. What am I doing it for? Who
So
am I
when
doing
you
it for?
say like trying to find your purpose, do you mean like your career or what God made you for? Like why are you here?
No, what excites me? What gives me the meaning of life?
Mm.
What at the end of the day
I could tell you, I could give you that answer.
for you?
No, for you. And for
No.
everybody else, yes, I can.
What would you say?
Because we're all put on this earth to be servants. It's to serve each
True,
other
true,
as
true.
humanity. So that's what's going to fulfill you as a human
But
being.
but what is serving in what
I
manner?
feel like once you do that, you'll find it.
No, no, no. Because let me tell you,
Okay.
it's funny because my birthday was January 4th,
Mhm.
and as I was getting these birthday wishes and comments, one of my little cousins, she wrote this, and it was short and sweet, but it was very sentimental to me. And she wrote, thank you for always being that guidance and that
Mhm.
path as we were growing up as kids. And it's funny she said that because my sister had just told me like a few weeks before, like,
Mm.
I've always looked up to you. And so I'm my grandmother's oldest grandchild.
Okay.
And I never realized that all these people behind me were
Mhm.
looking at me, seeing what I was doing and following my footsteps and listening to what I was saying. And,
Yeah.
and so it's like, I got to figure that out. And like you said, once I figure that out, then I'll be able to say, okay, this is why I'm here. This
You
is what
gonna
I'm doing it
figure it
for.
out this year.
I am, girl.
Okay. All
What
right.
about you? What are some of your goals for 2026?
Well, okay, so it's funny because I just joined the fund committee at my job. Girl, trying not to do it, but we needed it. We need it because now we're back in the office 5 days a week, and we need to boost
Oh,
them around.
child. I remember you saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're back 5 days a week, so we need to boost them around. We need to make it fun while we're there because we give our time more to our employers
Yeah.
than we do
Yeah.
at home, right? I did the math, so yeah, we do. And so what I like to spruce up the break room because like while you're in there brewing coffee or warming up your food, I like to read something and do something. I don't know. So I put up this poster. I did like a champagne bottle and I got all this like round glittery like bubbles. I made bubbles and Happy New Year's and put some markers out and I was the first one and I put like my New Year's resolution. And I don't have a problem with having a New Year's resolution even if you don't like complete it, like it just gives you something to try to start, right?
Hmm.
So I put I'm going to read a book once a month. I do not read. I hate reading, but I read somewhere, this is funny.
Okay.
I read somewhere that the more you read, the better writer you become.
Hmm.
And I just finished paralegal school, guys. Yes.
Oh,
And so I should be getting my
now
certificate
she's
for
gonna be
that.
reading us with all the laws and all what
Oh
to
my
do and
God.
not
It
to
was
do.
all kinds of laws that I had to learn and stuff. So it was so hard. If any of y'all have ever been to paralegal school, please call me because I haven't taken the actual exam to be
Hmm.
certified. I mean, I
Yeah,
got my
yeah.
certificate. People in the office started putting their New Year's resolution up there, like run a half marathon, become a mentor,
Oh, nice.
be outside more. It's simple things.
Yeah,
It's little
yeah,
things that you're like, oh God, I'm always in the house. I don't go out. I
yeah.
don't do anything.
So let me
So
ask you.
mhm.
So you said you're gonna read a book every month.
Yeah.
Does reading a book automatically mean like physically opening your hard back,
Yes.
or
I'm
does it
not doing
audio?
Audible. That's not reading. You're listening.
I mean, but it's the same concept
No, it's not. Not
because
to me.
Audible, well, to you, but
Audible is
Audible,
listening.
yes, but they say, "Oh, I'm going to read a book, but I'm going to do it on Audible."
No, I'm reading a book, girl. I have a
Okay.
lot. Actually, I have a lot of books in my house. I love the look of
Yeah,
books,
yeah.
but and I have a lot of autobiographies. And so there was a time in my life, I guess, when I was single and raising kids by myself, where I was looking for self-help books.
Mm.
But this is so funny. So actually my bridal shower on my registry, I put a book on there. I got it.
Oh,
And it was a
nice.
book about like how to train your emotions and I started it and I was like, man, this is just fucking boring. Okay. So I was talking to my 18-year-old son, telling him what my New Year's resolution was, trying to inspire him to create one,
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like, Mom, I would start with a book that you actually enjoy, something that is entertaining to you. And
Facts.
I'm like, you know what? Good fucking idea. Because I
Facts.
was going to pick up that book and I think I would have just like lost the whole 12 months of reading books because I
Okay.
would have started off with something
And that
boring.
would have kind of just
But if I got a juicy romance book,
not a romance.
girl, yes, a spicy, juicy
It's funny you
romance
say that
book.
because I used to be a big book reader, and it's so funny. Like we used to have book time,
Uh
no
huh.
TVs, no radios, no nothing
Hmm.
on, and we would read books. And so as years gone on, I became more involved in work and kids. I stopped reading, but I just read a book recently, and it was so
Ooh, what was
good.
it?
Don't ask me the name of it
Okay.
because here's what happened. I took my mom to a local music fest
Mhm.
in McKinney,
Mhm.
me and my husband. And there they had vendors out there.
Yeah.
And one of the vendors was a black
Author.
author.
Okay.
And she had wrote a book. And I said, "Oh, I'm going to get this for my daughter because my daughter's a bookie.
Mhm.
She reads a lot of books."
Yeah.
And so I said, "Oh, I'm going to get this for my daughter." And she's like, and so we're talking and she told me about the book and everything. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to read this myself."
Mhm. Okay.
So I read it.
Yeah.
And I was reading it like, oh dang, this is good. It's a page turner. And then I finished reading it. It was two books. It was two parts.
Uh huh.
I didn't read the second one because
Yeah.
I got them for my daughter. My daughter's in Seattle.
Yeah.
So by the time I finished reading the first one, I was like, oh, I gotta mail this to my daughter because I've been telling her I was gonna.
When you started off talking about how you used to be a bookie, you just gave me an idea. I'm gonna have my grandson read to me too, because I want to make sure his vocabulary
Yeah.
and his understanding, you
Now, did you
know,
guys read to him when he was young, like when he was
My
a baby?
my grandson, I
Yeah.
did. I actually bought him a book that a little boy wrote during the pandemic, like how to
Oh,
get through the pandemic. So yeah, so I supported that little kid. Yep, and I used to when he was a little kid, but now I think I need to get him reading to me.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
but so yeah, I'm gonna start, and I'll let you guys know what my first book is. I'm gonna start in February because January is almost done. Mm, you know,
Hey,
I don't think I can finish a book in 10 days.
you can
I
if you
can't.
get a small one.
Girl, I got too much going on. I still got to take my test. I'm in the fun committee and yeah,
And you're doing this
and work and the
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah, like
So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start in February, and that's a short month, so I'm brave.
So I think we should incorporate something in our podcast every week on things that we're doing for 2026, just so that we can keep ourselves accountable and we can keep our
But
audits.
you're not gonna do a New Year's resolution.
It's not a New Year's resolution,
Oh.
but I'm gonna be very intentional on things I do. Like, you know, I was a big meal prepping person, and I
Mhm.
stopped because I burned myself out because I started a meal prepping company.
Oh,
Girl, I
okay.
started a meal prepping company, and
Yeah.
I started prepping 100 meals
We be
per
doing too much, and
weekend,
that's the thing. Okay, so how
and I
about
burnt
this?
myself out.
We be doing too much.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but
we don't have to do all that. Like sometimes it's okay to just live
well,
life.
to your point, as a Capricorn, we don't know when to stop. We're like
Well, you knew when
work,
to stop
work,
meal
work, work,
prepping.
work. Ah, girl, that part. I'm telling you, I was making 100 meals a weekend.
That's fucking wild. That's wild. I'll get
No
burnt the
joke.
fuck out too.
Yeah, I was
I used
over
to
it.
meal prep too, and I burnt out. But I mean, I meal prepped not too long ago, and that's the thing though is like my husband doesn't eat a lot. He's lost a lot of weight, and so it's not fun. And I'm not about to do it for money and for people. I ain't got
Yeah,
time for that
yeah,
expectations and shit.
yeah.
But the food ends up
Don't do
getting
it.
I end up wasting food. Like it doesn't
Really?
get eaten. I just be giving it to my
So my
dogs.
my daughter, she's meal prepping, and she told me she's like, "Mom, I don't put my meals in separate containers. I put my chicken in a big container. I put
Yeah,
my fish in a big
yeah.
container. I put my whatever other protein she has in big
I always
containers.
wondered why people do that. And you know what? It saves more room, for
It
one.
does, and I tried it this week. So
Okay.
me and my husband, well, last week I
Okay.
tried it, and it's so much better
Why?
because it gives you options. Like when you meal prep and you put all your stuff in one container,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to eat that.
Okay.
But like I put the chicken in there. Now I can take the chicken and choose whatever
So
other
what did you
sides I
make?
want.
Okay.
So one day we made fajitas.
What do
So
you
we
mean? Meal
use
prepping is all in one day. So what do you mean one day?
no, because the chicken is in the container.
Yeah.
Like all my proteins are already cooked.
Okay.
So whatever I choose after that, I can go get.
Oh,
So
so you don't cook your sides.
nope, you don't cook it.
You cook it
You
every
cook your
other every day.
yeah. So
Oh.
for instance, we use the Uncle Ben's rice,
That's not meal
jasmine rice.
prepping.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
You
is.
meal prepping is you cook your protein, you cook your veggies, you
You
cook your
what that's
it's
a
every
that
your
is a source of meal prepping.
okay. All right.
But a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people do it now where they're putting everything in their
Yeah.
containers. Like I made like 4 sweet potatoes and I went ahead and cooked those and I put them in the refrigerator.
Mhm.
So I guess it's just choosing because I have the Uncle Ben's instant rice that I can just throw in there. So I don't need to meal prep that.
Okay.
Or like the bags of broccoli. I don't need to meal prep
Okay.
that. I just throw them in the microwave.
Okay. Want to start doing that
I
again?
am gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it Sunday, this Sunday,
Okay.
when it's cold outside and
Oh my God! Speaking of, Alaska is coming.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Are you ready? That's good. Yep. We ready
Because
too.
I don't think it's gonna be as bad as everyone is
Don't say that.
projecting. I know it's not because, our a part of our business
Yeah.
is following the weather, and we
Hmm.
follow the weather
So what is
severely.
it saying now? Because I thought
It
it was gonna be bad all the way up till Monday,
so it's saying it's gonna come in on Friday
Friday
night,
night.
and Saturday morning will be severe. Sunday will be severe. By the time Monday comes, it's supposed to be melting, and we're back to
Damn,
normal.
my job let us work from home on Monday because of the weather.
But it's still
Inclement.
gonna. But with
When you wake up in the
Dallas,
morning, it's still gonna be
yeah,
bad. So
because it's cold in the
it's gonna
morning.
take all day for it
That
to.
ice to melt.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm fine with that as long as you get to work from home on Monday.
She just want to work from home. Look,
Hell yeah, girl, I could be in my jammies.
shit. But they're definitely saying it's not going to be as bad as
Oh my
projected.
God, that's when that's when you need to have a portable battery charger for your phone.
Yeah, and
Cause
to your
my
point,
husband, he be killing me. I'm like, the lights are out, and he just stay on his phone. I'm like, okay, what you gonna do when the phone dies? We don't
that
know how long
part,
the light's gonna be. Stay off your phone.
he has to occupy his time, girl.
There's a
But
lot
that
of
was a good
things we can
point. Like
do.
you said, go get batteries for your flashlights.
Yeah,
Make sure you have candles.
yeah.
Make sure you pull out your blankets so
It's
you can
time to
stay
get solar
warm.
everything now, so you don't have to have batteries. Solar flashlights exist. It's time to
Mm,
get that kind of stuff. Cause you never know.
you don't ever know.
Yeah,
Options. We got
solar lights.
now.
I'm on a wall. Okay, she wrapped it up.
You
Bye,
did not.
y'all.
You did not.